This is the easiest $6,000 a month side hustle that no one's talking about. In a single month, this exact business did over $100,000 in sales. And here's my chase statement to prove it. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do the same step by step without any ads, without a website or inventory. But before I show you the steps, you need to understand why 99% of people waste years on side hustles that never even come close to this. Everyone online swears they found the next big thing: drop shipping, Amazon FBA, print on demand, AI automation agencies. But what they don't tell you is the truth behind those screenshots. You see, Amazon FBA, you'll sink thousands into inventory, shipping, and fees before you ever see a profit. And AI automation agencies, don't even get me started. Listen, it sounds cool on TikTok, but what they don't tell you is the learning curve is steep. And most people still don't understand AI, so selling your services will be a separate battle on its own. Here's the main problem. Most of those models rely on algorithms or audiences. But this business I'm about to show you today does not rely on either of those things. It's built simply on demand that's already been here for decades and will never go away. I'm going to show you exactly the business model in just a second. But first, let's map it out so you understand exactly where the money comes from. So here's what we're going to do. I want you to think of any business like a road trip that has three parts. It has a destination, your vehicle, and your route. The destination is your goal. In our case, let's say $6,000 a month. The vehicle is the business model that gets you there. And the route is how you'll find people to buy from and people to sell to. But here's the mistake that most people make. Most people pick the wrong vehicle. Let me explain. You see, the destination might be the same, but the vehicle decides how fast you get there and how burnt out you are when you arrive. If you walk, you'll eventually get there. If you ride a bike, you get there faster. If you drive a car, you get there with less effort. And if you fly a plane, you get there in comfort, fast, and with energy left to spare. And the business I'm about to show you is the jet that gets you there faster compared to all the rest of them. So what is this business and how can one person run it from a laptop? The business is called secondhand clothing brokerage. And here's how simple it is. You buy low and you sell high. So you basically buy excess donations from small private nonprofits and you sell those same clothes to textile recyclers who buy them by the truckload. You don't need to wash anything. You don't need to store anything, and you don't need to run a thrift store. You simply connect the two sides and you get to keep the difference. Now, skeptics always ask, if it's that simple, why don't thrift stores just sell directly to recyclers? And to be fair, that's a great question. And there's usually one of four reasons why. And reason number one being they don't know. So many thrift stores have no idea that recyclers can buy their excess donations by the truckload. Reason number two is they don't know how. So even when they've heard of it, they usually don't have a clue where to start or who to call. Reason number three is they're frustrated. Sometimes they may already sell to a recycler, but that recycler pays them low prices or the recycler takes forever to pick up their load. Reason number four, they need more buyers. So they basically get more donations than one recycler can handle, and they want more options. And that's where you come in. You're the connector. You help them clear space and make money, and you help the recycler get inventory that they already needed. So now let's put real numbers to this so you can see just how easily it turns into $6,000 per deal. Let's run the numbers. So a full truckload weighs around 43,000 pounds. If you buy that load for about 25 cents a pound from a private nonprofit, that's $10,750 total. If you sell the same load to a recycler for 40 cents a pound, that's $17,200 total. You just made $6,450 profit on one deal. No ads, no website, no products. Just connecting two parties. And here's the kicker. The entire deal can be closed from your phone. I've actually done a deal when I was waiting in line at a Starbucks. And I'm not the only one. Let me show you what happened when one of my students tried this for the first time. So this is Jake. He joined my private community with zero experience, just his phone and laptop. In 7 days, he found a supplier selling rags for 13 cents a pound. He found 3 buyers who were interested. and his offer was 18 cents a pound. And he was already on the brink of closing his first deal without spending a dime on ads or inventory in his first week of implementing the same strategies that I'm sharing with you. That's the beauty of this business, because you're not fighting algorithms. You're not waiting on buyers. You're solving your real problems and getting paid for it. And the crazy part about it is it gets easier as you go, and it scales faster than all the rest of the business models I mentioned earlier. I know that sounds a little crazy and you're probably thinking I'm pushing it here, but hear me out. Here's why. The first reason is speed to cash. You're not waiting for customers. You're selling to businesses that already buy every week. And most recyclers will pay you before the truck even moves. The second reason is simplicity. Your only two jobs are to find a supply and find a buyer. That's it. The third reason, predictability. Nonprofits always get new donations, and recyclers always need inventory. The chain never stops. The fourth reason is profit margins. You're not chasing $5 profit margins like eBay resellers or dropshippers. You're literally making thousands per sale. And the best part is, once your first deal closes, it becomes repeat business. That same supply keeps producing more loads and the same buyer keeps needing them. You're just managing the flow and making thousands in the process. Now, before you rush to start calling thrift stores and setting up your first deal, I need to let you in on a very important information you should know beforehand. So there's one line that can actually destroy your entire deal before you even get to negotiations. And I've heard beginners say it too many times. The biggest mistake I've seen beginners make when they try to start is they call right away and they start saying, "Hi, I'm a broker looking to buy your clothes." That's a no-no, my friend. That one line destroys trust immediately because it makes you sound like a middleman or like you're unreliable, risky, and or probably wasting their time. Instead, you need to frame it in a way that makes them feel like they're dealing with a real partner. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that word for word in my next video. Trust me, that one video alone will save you from losing thousands in potential deals. If you're serious about this and you want to quit your 9-to-5 and start a real business that pays you like this, then your next move is simple. Watch the video somewhere on your screen right now, or the one linked in the description. That's where I break it down exactly how I started, how I closed my first few deals, and the word for word scripts that I used. So go watch it now. That's your blueprint. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.